Alright, so if you subscribe to my channel, you may have seen that I've got this 1982 GS650 project going on. And one of the things I wanted to do while I have the tank off and empty is see if we can, see if we can shine this up a little bit. See if we can remove some of that oxidation. I mean, it's not going to be perfect by any means, but I think we can get it looking a little better than it is right now, okay? And what I'm going to do first, I'm going to wash it with some detail cleaner, and then I'm going to try a clay bar and see if we can get some of this oxidation off and get the paint looking a little bit better, okay? And we have Mr. Connor out in the garage with us today. And let me get a tripod and we'll go ahead and get started. See if we can make this thing look a little bit prettier than it does right now. Alright, today I'm going to use the Meguiar's Quick Detailer Spray and Meguiar's Clay Bar. It's just what I have in the garage, and I've used it numerous times on vehicles, so I'm excited to take a clay bar to this tank because it should be pretty quick. But if you've never clay barred your car before, if you've got an older vehicle, just a few years old even, get a clay bar and some quick detailer spray and just do a section of it, and you'll be amazed at the results. And then of course you need to wax it. But what we're gonna do is, like I say, we're gonna wipe it down. I've got a clay bar already open here. So all this is really just kind of cleaning it as though we're doing like a car wash, right? We get as much as we can off before we hit it with the clay bar. Looking better already, I think. Incidentally, I've already washed the underside of it. I mean, I figured while I have the tank off and I'm waiting for some parts, I'm waiting for an air cleaner, and I figured why put it back together? I've got the tank off it. Now's the time to, I'm going to grab the key and pull that cap, but now's the time to get at it, right? I just have a little piece left over from a previous time. Meguiar's kits will give you this little box to keep it in, and just wrap it up, and you can keep using it. I mean, if you have a bunch of junk in the clay, obviously you don't want to use it because that could potentially scratch whatever it is you're working on. But let's just go ahead and give you a little demonstration here. So basically you just hit it with a quick detailing spray, and then you take the clay and rub it over the top of the paint, over the surface. So basically what this is, it's mildly abrasive. There's other compounds too, polishing compound. There's numerous products that will do something similar. But I've had good luck with the clay. With my white Sierra, on close inspection you'll see little rust fragments. Maybe I'll do a video on that. And essentially, that's oxidized pieces of metal that have sort of lodged on the surface of the paint, and then they corrode. So when you look at the paint, and actually I'm guessing most vehicles in the Northeast probably have this, it looks like little rust specks. And so a clay bar does a good job of cleaning that up. Kind of want to prop this up on the side so we can look at it here. How's that looking, huh? That's looking way better already, I think. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to hit it with some carnauba wax first, and then I'm going to put a layer of modern wax over it, okay? So I'll show you what I mean. I like to do that. I think it adds a little bit of depth. We may not, again, the camera may not pick it up, sort of the difference, but here in person, there's a huge difference in this tank already, okay? Okay, apparently we're using all Meguiar's products today. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. It just happens to be what I have in the garage and have used in the past, and it works really well. So we're going to hit it with this carnauba wax first, and then we'll go with this the synthetic wax. Okay, this is the modern new era wax, but I like to put a layer of this down first, and then a layer of this. I don't know why. That's just what I do, but that's what we're going to do today. All right, it's somewhat humid today, so might take a little bit to get this done, but all in all, I'd much rather wax this motorcycle tank than my truck. And incidentally, I'll do the fenders. I'm going to take chrome polish to the chrome on the bike as well, but you know, the reason why I'm doing this now, really, I wasn't so much concerned about how the bike looks because I want to get it running well. But just now, again, now's the time to do it. Okay, obviously I'm going to do the sides too, but it's easier to sort of film the top here. So, all right, let me go ahead and get this all on. We'll let that dry, and then we'll kind of buff it out. All right, incidentally, I am using a different rag to apply the wax than I did to clean it. I just thought I'd point that out before somebody calls me out for it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hit the parts I can hit with my buffer. I've got an applicator bonded on there. I think, you know, obviously I'll have to kind of go around the edges by hand, but the buffer does a great job. So, again, I'll link to all the things I'm using here down below so you can check them out yourself. All this stuff's fairly inexpensive, so... Alright, let me give you a quick shot here and see if I can show you what we're looking for. You're looking for sort of that haziness, right? We just want the wax to haze over and dry. And again, it's real humid today. It's taking longer. But I wanted to try to show you, we're not trying to get it shiny yet. All we're trying to do is haze the wax over. Alright, so you can see I've already, I just wanted to test to make sure we were ready to go here. I've got another new rag. Having clean rags is really important. In fact, I have a tote of just polishing rags in buffer bonnets and so forth. Smaller buffer would be great for a tank like this, but all I have is that big 9-inch. So let me show you what this does. If you'll know it's ready if you can take a rag and wipe it off. If you're basically spreading it around and it's not really looking shiny, it's not ready. And again, I turned a fan on to kind of help speed it up because of the humidity. And let me see what you can see here. I mean, from my perspective, that's looking pretty nice. All right, and again, you can use your buffer with another bonnet, a lamb's wool bonnet, or even another terry cloth bonnet. But holy smokes, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's looking pretty good. Incidentally, you know, I've been at this YouTube thing for a long time. People are going to say, you dumbass, something could have fallen in the tank. Before I put this back on, I'm going to basically take my air compressor and air it out real well, because if there's any debris or anything, I want to make sure I get it out anyways, like rust particles or... so I'm not too concerned about it. I'm not just going to throw it on and throw gas in it. But I don't know if you can see that or not, but that looks way better. I mean, we've come full circle here on this tank. So I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to apply that next coat of the synthetic wax, and then we'll buff it out really well. And I think this is going to look a lot better. Let me move the camera here and see if you can see. Okay, I haven't done the sides yet. See, the sides are still hazy, like right there. Look at that. All right. If you take the back of your fingers, if we did this before we clay barred it, and then right after the clay bar, it feels completely smooth. But then the wax, and obviously when it rains, that'll all beat up. All right, let me get this finished up, and then we'll apply our next coat of wax. All right, that other wax hadn't been opened. I found this, which has been opened, so I figure I'm going to use this one here. Again, it's another synthetic polymer. Probably both achieve the same results, but rather than open one, I thought I would use the one that's already open. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get this applied. I'm probably going to take the buffer to it as well. Let it haze over, then we'll remove it. The other thing I got to do is, again, I got to get around the letters really well with a Q-tip, but I probably won't show that on camera. That's sort of the final touches, I guess you'd say. Okay. All right, let's see how we're doing here. You can see I've already tested a little bit. So obviously the technique here we've used, you can apply to any painted surface, you know, your car, your truck. I'm not sure if that's quite ready, but obviously a motorcycle tank is small. It takes a couple of hours to wax a vehicle correctly, I think. But yeah, I don't know that we're 100% up there on the top, but you can definitely see the difference there. All right. All right, there it is. I hope you can see the difference here. Let me move the camera a little bit. But yeah, that's how I like to wax painted vehicles. Again, I am gonna, you can see the wax here in around the letters. I'm gonna just take a Q-tip and go around and clean all that up. But I'm not going to do that on camera. That's the sort of the tedious part of it. But yeah, I'm real happy with it. Compared to where we started, I think it looks pretty sharp. All right. Hey, thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give me that thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed and you want to see more of this kind of stuff, hit that subscribe button. And again, I'm posting videos on this bike. I'm going to do an update here, but you can see, obviously, the rest of this, that's plastic front fender, but we can shine these up. They'll look really, really nice. The air cleaner disintegrated, and I've got to put the plugs in. I've got them. I just haven't done it. Chrome cleaner. Obviously, we've got to hit that. So, but that's the starting point. All right. Hey, thanks for watching. Take care, and leave questions and comments below. Have a great day.